God have mercy upon us.
My name is Kwame Mendo. This is Kwame Mendo TV. And this episode, we're coming to talk about KNUST, some of the struggles, some of the hassles, some of the tussles they go through. You see the way the guy is acting like Spider-Man. He's acting like Superman. See the way he's walking on people's head and the way he's challenged. You need at the end of the day, you need to struggle your way into the bus, because if you don't get the shuttle, you might miss your class. You might get to the class late, and the tendency of the lecturer sacking you. It's a whole lot. And this episode, we are just going to talk about some of the hassle, some of the stress that KNUST students are going through. I don't know about the other campuses, but I feel like I experienced it whilst I was in school, and I think it's something that needs to be addressed. But in this video, it's basically about a KNUST lady or a KNUST student that experienced something awkward when she was boarding the shuttle, I think, to class, or like from class to her hostel. And Charlie, what she experienced, according to her, you there, let's get into the video, and after the video, I'll make my comment on whatever the lady is saying.
Me grateful because KNUST boys are there. You know, for sure, so many people who children do are there. School no yen na na buy 2 years kanu. Shuttle no emusa for nipa na ye from. Ye from so ma ye hontre are there. Shuttle yen ko na nim kwa na mu di waje zire de mu bi mia nipa. Chance ke to bia mu benya bia na mu tare nipa chi bare are there. Enye ba ko enye mienu atwa so sa. Nende like a chain that Osha Tade should be at black. A so dem be nasa to you my ma me trim go baby entry. No pa branding sage na wechi. Ah, what me telling me pot to and sing. No other money girls ana. Aden a chance get to be on men say Aden. The minute the every person who say it's not like them who you say as you nipa. Yeah, like the big kind, yeah, we feel it, and it's not like I'm enjoying it or something. But the person who say, "The you and to move Jaya Muja, a young cross system, are they in penny 47? And they bells on no. What telling me part of course, if we shot to Muko, Phyllis said, be that's what telling it to Ade. And the answer. Okay, so point of correction, and you KNUST boys, I know some of them, they respect themselves very well. But majority of them don't want into information where I come on. Why wouldn't they be now? Don't count.
So yes, basically this lady bought the KNUST shuttle to her hostel, or like from her hostel to class, and this is what she experienced. So when you go to KNUST campuses, the school authority, or like the school governing body, has made provisions for bus and shuttles, or bus shuttles at vintage points or at specific locations on the campuses that convey the students from their hostels to class, and from their class to hostel. And passing system, the number of buses that conveys the students, it's minimal, or like the number of students or the student population outnumbers the buses, or like the number of buses available to convey the students to class or from class to their hostels. And it's always a struggle. Sometimes if you want to catch your class, or you want to get to class in time, Charlie, you need to struggle your way. You need to fight something. You see the way the guy was climbing, the guy was walking on people's head and all that, Charlie. That is the struggle, that is the hassle you need to go through before you get to class. And this lady was like, she bought the bus, or she was on the shuttle, and a guy was standing behind her, and Charlie, at the end of the day, the lady is saying that the guy has cried, the guy was rubbing, the guy was massaging, the guy was doing all sort of things at the back. And at the end of the day, she's expressing her concern, or like her grievance. He's advising all the guys who has been indulging in that and who has been doing that thing. Me, I feel like I feel like this thing, some some of the guys, they intentionally do some of these things in the bus and all that, but at the end of the day too, I think the way the students pack themselves in the bus too, some of these things are unavoidable. You can't because at the end of the day, Charlie, everybody wants to get to class. Nobody wants to get to class late, and everybody is forcing or struggling his or her way into the bus. And when we get into the bus too, we are packed up. There are no spaces, and it's basically like that. So whether you like it or not, somebody will stand tightly or closely behind you, and at the end of the day, maybe something of that sort may happen. I don't think people do it intentionally, and then if they even do it intentionally, Charlie, you can talk to them, because at the end of the day, it's you. If somebody is behind you and the person, you feel like the person is intentionally robbing you or massaging you or scratching something at your somewhere, Charlie, you have every right to talk to the person to that is one solution to what the lady is talking about. But at the end of the day, I think this concern he should have sent this to the school authorities. He should talk to Madam Professor Mrs. Rita Dixon. Charlie, this is what your students are saying. This is something that the school authorities must hear, and they must increase the number of buses. Since 2021 that I left KNUST campus, still students are still struggling with buses. The student populace outnumbers the buses, and they always have to struggle their way into the buses. And Charlie, it not be nice. So the school authorities must do something about this. They need to increase the number of bus shuttles, or they need to increase the shuttles on campus, so that the students will feel at ease. They will get their peace of mind when they get into the bus. It doesn't have to. Sometimes, Charlie, you feel struggle your way into the bus. If they carry valuable items like laptops and Charlie, it might end up getting spoiled and all that. But this is something that the school authorities must do something about. They need to make sure there are maximum busing systems, maximum shuttles on campus that will convey the student, that will make sure every student gets his or her seat whenever they get into the bus, to avoid some of these things, and even to avoid some of the struggles we go through in boarding the bus, and Charlie, all these things. So basically, that is what the lady was talking about, and Charlie, how she sounds, I've laughed. It's just funny. And then how she's expressing her grievance, her concern, and all that. It's funny, but at the end of the day, it's not that funny, because she has experienced it. And the guys, Charlie, money steady for Deji. You get shoddies for hostel, but you can't do the bus inside there. You go they mess up. You go Charlie, the guys, if you cool down, if you take it easy on the ladies, and Charlie, if you not be you bab. If you get DB, myself, as I did there, now anytime I go DB in back there, I go make sure I go press some small. But Charlie, you bab, if you cool down, give them then. The school authorities, Professor Mrs. Akosia Rita Dixon, Madam, we beg you, okay, make sure you secure additional shuttles for the students, so that they will feel at ease. They will have the peace of mind to get to class, to study, and to get the required or the appropriate knowledge they need to acquire. And at the end of the day, they will in turn help and develop the nation Ghana. And that is basically what has been going on the campus of KNUST. My name is Kwame Mendo. This is Kwame Mendo TV. Subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video. I'm out, and I'll see you in the next video. Mapom.